Hey, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at part 4 of our 7 video micro tutorial. And in this video we're going to be taking a look at the different formations that you can put your military units in, and just what they're used for and which situations to use each one of them. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Alright, so the first thing we have to take a look at is our options. So when you have a group of 4 scouts, let's say, the default formation will be the Alliant Formation, and that's the most common that we see amongst all level of players. However, in my opinion, this is actually suboptimal, and I'll show you exactly why. When you're controlling a group of 4 scouts and you're clicking it nearby, notice how they'll keep this horizontal formation, which is all well and good. It's kind of easy to control, and it's not too ineffective. However, when you click further, notice how they'll switch to this vertical formation. And this is my problem with the line formation, and then they'll switch back as they get closer. So if you're clicking close, they stay in horizontal. Click further away, and they go to vertical. And you click back close, they switch to horizontal. So this constant switching of formation between horizontal and vertical is why I don't think the line formation is actually the best one at lower numbers. And let me show you an alternative. So first, let's consider the staggered formation. This one I don't think is that effective, just because it's hard to control your scouts if they're more spread out, and it's hard to close in on the villagers when you're trying to raid. However, this could be good when you're running and scouting the map, because it covers more distance and you're able to scout more of the map with it. But when you're trying to fight, it's not that effective. Let's now consider the box formation, and this is the one I consider to be the best one with the scouts at low numbers. Notice how wherever I click, they maintain this tightly compact 4 scouts formation. And it's super easy to control this kind of setup because they're so close together, you're able to dodge spears very effectively. And notice no matter how far I click, they don't have this horizontal and vertical movement. Alright, so this is what you want to do with scouts at low numbers, and it works actually up to 6 scouts. So if you take a look at 6 scouts here, in box formation, they work very nice. And if you take compare it to line formation, where they're always doing this horizontal to vertical switch, you can tell that box formation is just a little bit cleaner. However, when you have a group of, let's say, 10 scouts, box formation isn't as effective, and you'll see why. Notice this hole in the middle of the scouts. This makes it very awkward when you're trying to maneuver around. This hole makes it like awkward to take fights in the sense that these back lines are very, are much further back than the front ones, and then they'll fight first, and then the other ones will have trouble getting into the fight. And so that's why I just recommend you guys stick to the line formation when it comes to higher number of scouts. You still have the problem of the vertical to the horizontal switching, but it's not as bad as having that hole in the middle of your units. All right. So that's it for pretty much the scout micro or scout formations. Basically, just to recap, when you have a group of 6 scouts or less, you want to do the box formation pretty much at all times. And then when you have a group of 7 or more, you want to use the line formation because the box formation will have a hole in the middle. We can say the same thing when we're microing range units. So range units, I recommend you always keep them in the line formation, just because you usually have 20 or 25 of these bad boys, and there's no point of keeping them in box formation with this massive hole in the middle, because like I said, it just makes it awkward to move around, and if there's ever a fight, this is less effective, because you're covering more distance with your units, and the gap in the middle makes it effective for other units to get in there and actually surround your units. So yeah, pretty much line formation all the time with range units. However, you have the option of going for staggered formation. And if you guys saw the last video, I recommended against mangonels, you want to do the line formation and then the flank formation. So we call that split micro, which will look a little bit like this. All right. However, there's another option to going up against mangonels is the staggered formation, and this will make it that you don't take as much damage from the shots. They won't connect on that many units. However, it's hard to dodge all of them, so you will take a little bit of damage, just not too much. But you can combine the staggered formation with the split formation, and this is something that we don't see very often, but it goes a little bit like this. So it's going staggered formation, and then you can split, and then you can regroup. And it's not too bad. It's kind of the same thing as the split micro with the line formation. However, they're not as tightly packed crossbows. So like I said, you're more likely to take a bit of damage, but you're less likely to take a big shot on your units. The last thing I want to show you guys is how to split versus a spear. So the way to do this is you have a group of 4 scouts, and you have to put them in the line formation for this to work. And you approach the spear, and then you can split and dodge the spear like that. So sometimes if the spear is targeting a scout on the side, it makes it very effective to go right past it without actually having to take the fight. One last thing I'll cover is how to bait the spear. So you can attack it and then pull away the unit it wants to hit, and then pull it away again. And that way you can easily take away the spears with only taking one hit on your units. So that's a little bit of an extra tip with these scouts. But again, just remember, keep in mind, 4 units or 4 to 6 scouts, it's in box formation. Anything more, go to line formation. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys learned something new. I think the most valuable tip from this video would be the line formation that switches to horizontal and vertical. Many people don't know that, and it's such an important tip to army control and micro, that just keep it in mind that box formation is often better in most cases. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we'll talk about unit stances. So aggressive, defensive, stand ground, and no attack stance. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and take care. Bye for now.